Take it back, year and a half, talking to some broad. A year and a half ago, not gonna lie, it's before I got into self-improvement and stuff. I was a desperate little guy. And I was like,
oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna be, like, we're gonna date.
But it didn't work out, as things don't always work out, and life isn't always fair. And she said I was too skinny. And you see all the memes on the internet. Girl breaks up with you or whatever, some shit, and they're like, oh, you're too skinny, you're too fat. And they're like, all right, I'm going in my lifting phase, my villain arc. I did that. I lifted every day. And after about 8 months, I achieved a physique that I was proud of, that a lot of people consider aesthetic. But I still felt this feeling that I was missing some puzzle piece. Felt fuzzy. Felt directionless. And most importantly, I felt purposeless. You'll go on social media now, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and you'll see a ton of fitness content. Fitness cock in my mouth. More fitness content than there has been in the past, 5 years. I mean, look at Sam Sulek. He got 600,000 subscribers in a month. Lifting especially is huge right now. And that's great. I think it is great. But the downside of that is that it becomes, I don't want to be one of those cringe Redditors who's like, oh, normies are taking my hobby. But it becomes more standard, I guess you could say. So it kind of gets ingrained in that routine of go to school, go home, eat and sleep. Now it's go to school, go home, lift, eat and sleep. And that's good. But the thing is, a lot of people revolve their life around lifting. That's the only thing they have. It's the only outlet. And not that lifting is bad and harmful. It's great that they're doing that instead of something else like, fapping to Overwatch or something. But this is kind of a warning. Kind of a statement, I guess you could say, that lifting is a means of self-improvement. Similar to meditating and journaling. It isn't meant to be your life purpose. Back to a year and a half ago or a year ago, after I achieved a somewhat aesthetic physique, and I still felt that voidlessness that I mentioned before. What I thought it was that I was missing a hobby. And in part, that's true. What I was missing was a greater sense of direction, a purpose, something else to work towards other than a good-looking body and a healthy body. So what I'm saying, briefly, is you need to find a purpose. Keep lifting. Please do. But you need to find something else. You're dooming yourself if your life completely revolves around lifting, at least for more than a period of a year. For a year, you're like, oh, I want to get 225 bench. I want to get an aesthetic physique. For a year, yeah, lifting should, if it is really that important to you, should be your top priority. But after that time period, you achieve what you want to, you get close to it, your life shouldn't revolve around lifting. And I heard this advice from none other than Hamza, the goddess of self-improvement, to just stare at your wall. Have a piece of paper in front of you and just write. Sure, some of it won't matter. But thinking about your purpose with no distractions is the best way to find something. And you won't know if it is what it is. And I don't know if it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know what exactly I want my entire life to look like. And that's not what the point is. The point is to find the overarching purpose for now. Find that main purpose in your life at this time. So just stare at your wall. It's that simple. Obviously, you need to actually think. But it's kind of impossible to not think when you have no distractions in front of you. Like if you turn this video off right now and stayed at your wall, you'd probably think about some horny stuff, and you'd probably think about what I just said in this video, and then you'd probably think about some other thing happening in your life. That's what would happen. It's impossible to not think. So just stare at your wall and think. It'll come. It'll come to you. Maybe you need to do it for I don't know, days. That's So Hamza says, I personally haven't even done it for days. I can't lie to you. But just for an hour every day, 10 minutes every day, anything is better than just having a distraction in front of you, not allowing yourself to think at all. So moral of the story, think about your purpose, stare at that wall, and continue lifting. I love you. Bye. Alright, that wasn't actually the end of the video, because I need to tell you this. My Discord's in the description if you want to talk to me. That's all I need to tell you. Hit up my DMs with, like, I don't know, dick pics. No, I'm kidding. Please don't send me dick pics. That was a joke. See ya.